We have a party leader here. Arnold Maliba is a party leader, Progress Plus Alliance. What is your assessment of this opposition unity, if we may call it that?
Well, I actually laud their effort in trying to come together, because ordinarily, before you come up with a political team, in real politics is that you will have to reduce differences. And as they meet regularly, get to talk, they reduce ideological differences so that there is then the ability of the meeting of minds, both political. They are making very good progress, but I still feel, as much as, of course, they say that the formation is open to all other people. Allow me to actually go at almost at individual level. First of all, this is not the face of Kenya. Good, they're making progress. So we actually talk about the progress made, but also then look at the gaps that do exist. This is not the face of Kenya. You can actually see that there is a generational absence of millennials and Gen Zs. Even much more, some guys who are just above millennials, they are not represented here. Two, the issue of gender. Of course, out of 9 people, Martha Karua is just one person. That is 11%. So Article 27 is actually challenged. And Mheshimiwa here is a person who's worked in the gender space for a long time. So he will actually say that they need to do work. They also have to be deliberate about what they are doing. And how do they become deliberate? Let me start with Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president. Rigathi Gachagua must decide, and the people around him must help him to decide whether he wants to help Kenyans to send the president home, because there is a general consensus that Ruto must go. And so in one instance, you see Rigathi Gachagua doing the Lord's work in ensuring that Ruto must go. But then in another interview, you see him speaking in a way that makes William Ruto look like an angel. The former deputy president must know that the business of sending William Ruto is serious business. You cannot be supporting and then defending at the same time. Of course, he's doing it in a way that probably he thinks is normal, but at this particular point, it's a delicate process. He might need to actually go slow on some of his pronouncements. He needs a proper communication approach so that then, in one instance, he's doing a very good work in energizing the Ruto Must Go campaign, and of course putting together the possibility, the viability of this team. Mm-hmm. Then again he speaks, and a few other people, especially those on the edge, they start feeling jittery, because those are voters, and voters they have to be courted. So sometimes when he actually goes out, and in my opinion, he's overdoing this Mount Kenya thing, because already the ground in Mount Kenya is okay with him as is. He needs now to deliberately build a cross-cutting approach to this. And that speaks to the strategy around this, because the country is actually craving for national leadership. But these individuals here, no one really wants to actually go out and get national support. So everybody is being balkanized into, you go to your region, put your people together, and then let us meet in Nairobi and then talk. We are simply going back to where the people had already left, because now we've moved away from politics of identity. You come from this region, you are this tribe, you are this religion, regionalism and everything else. The politics of identity, at least we had moved away from it, however much not so well primed. So that he needs to work on. Secondly, of course, then you have a few housekeeping that they need to do. Of course, even as they reduce their ideological and political differences, there are hard questions to be asked. Like, for example, the former CS for Interior, the former powerful CS, and I think he was the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Fred Matiang'i. He will have, as he does his homecoming, the answers he needs to respond to, which for us as a people are actually very, very sensitive, is that who was dumping the bodies of people in River Yala? That cannot go unaddressed. I said it elsewhere, and I actually need to repeat, that for the 10 years that the CS was actually running around, in my opinion, he never demonstrated leadership. He's a good enforcer. And even if you are to put it on the scale, let's talk about a standard diffusion scale, and you put on leadership and management, he was much more of a good enforcer and a manager, as opposed, even when he had an opportunity to demonstrate leadership.
You must agree, though, his presence here quite elicits quite some interest.
Because the country is craving for new leadership. So, but you can actually agree with me that if you look at this photo, there is no energy that speaks and can match the ground and how people feel.
Okay. Concerns are already being raised, Basil, about the sustainability of this unity going into 2027. It's 2 years away. These are very big names, all of them very ambitious, all of them would want to be president. Sustaining this will not be easy.